Should you believe what you're told? Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, the 31st of January, 2021. My name is Reverend David Ibiayo, and these are my thoughts. Take a minute to imagine what could have been different in the following story. Cynthia was so excited that her boyfriend eventually proposed to her after so many years. She then told all of her friends. She told her family. She told her work colleagues. She told her neighbors and whoever cared to listen that her big day was going to happen in due course. I am sure you know what it feels like when you believe your dream is about to come true, or something you want to happen for you is just about to happen. As Cynthia and her family made plans for her wedding day, you could just feel the joy and happiness in their family. Cynthia was a kind, beautiful girl, and her family and friends were pleased for her. But just when you thought things could not go wrong, all of a sudden, everything went wrong. Cynthia was in floods of tears, and she was inconsolable. She could not believe that her dream was fading away before her very eyes. Her boyfriend had called off the engagement because a friend of Cynthia had told him that she was having an affair. Some will say that serves her right for having an affair, that she brought it upon herself. But did her fiancé take a minute to ask the question, is the allegation true? Of course, it is just a story, and Cynthia did not have an affair. But you now see how fake news can influence people to make decisions without evidence, just because they are making decisions based on emotions. We all know what happened to Joseph in the Bible, all because his master's wife, who wanted him to sleep with her, could not get away. She reported him to her husband that he tried to rape her, and based on emotions, without verifying the story, her husband got Joseph thrown into prison. After listening to this podcast, I guess you have other things to do. You might choose to watch the news on TV, or follow the news on the internet, or listen to what someone has to say to you. But make sure you don't get swayed with what you are taking in without giving it some good thought. My podcast you are listening to has a purpose, and the purpose is to get you to reason in a way that will influence your mind to be more mindful of the information you take in. My purpose is not to misinform you, but there are people out there whose purpose is to misinform others by spreading disinformation. You might want to ask me, how do you know? Let me remind you of a dialogue. It goes like this. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, we may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. You will not surely die, the serpent said to the woman, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. My brothers and sisters, there are people out there who are spreading disinformation to misinform you and mislead you. So, you have to take on the responsibility to verify and reject misleading information or communication. Many have been ruined for acting on disinformation, and my prayer for you is that you won't fall into the trap of fake news, be it from individuals, organizations, institutions, governments, religious bodies, or whoever. We read the following in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Take care, keep safe, and remain blessed. Amen.